Good afternoon and welcome to the Roslin Analytics webinar, The Future of Procurement Technology. My name is Paul Cook and I'm Head of Global Sales here at Roslin. In a previous life I was a former CPO, so I do share your pains and have some idea of what you go through. Today we're going to talk about the future of procurement technology. Particularly we're going to talk about the 5 major technologies that leading procurement teams are using to improve their decision making. There will be a question and answer session at the end, and during the portal there is a place for you to type questions, and we'd be very grateful if you would put your questions in, because we'd be delighted to answer them for you. So just a small piece about Roslin. We're a global software company founded in 2005. We were the first company to bring cloud analytics with pre-built solutions to the market. We also have an integrated contract management system and supplier performance system. Which means whenever you look at your data, be it via performance or contract, you can immediately spring back to your spend. And we're listed on the London Stock Exchange in 2014, so we've just enjoyed a good year as a public business. Just a small piece about some of our clients and partners. As you can see, I won't read these all to you, but you can see we are very well integrated with Fortune 250 businesses around the world. And we have some major partners such as Genpact, PwC, Xerox, Pitney Bowes, Exchanging, and PwC particularly because we are a partner, and we're very excited to have that partner status. And in America, we're very highly focused on the higher education market. So, much is asked of procurement these days. We're asked to deliver millions of pounds worth of savings, manage our suppliers, look at supplier risk, drive innovation, and many other tasks. There's a huge expectation on the role and the impact of value that procurement can deliver. It's a really good place to be, and we are seen as these people that can deliver bars of gold and transform businesses. However, we're asked to do an awful lot with not much. We find we have few tools, few resources, typically no budget. And I think what people don't realize is that we are, as procurement people, sometimes the poor cousin of other departments in the business. Certainly marketing, finance, sales, get an awful lot of money spent and allowed to spend to improve their positions. But as procurement guys, we need to rely on others for support. We certainly need to rely on technology. And some of the tools that we use are out of date or designed for other purposes. And then, that's a problem when we have such tough targets to deliver and people expect so much from us. It's interesting to see, Gartner said that companies will spend $1.5 billion on sourcing applications by 2018. That is a serious amount of money. But I think before you start jumping around and handing out money, I think we should stop and consider what we're doing. We already have a gold mine. We're sitting on data that is untapped and waiting to be deployed. I think modern technology is good. Old technology is tough. It is very expensive. It's typically on-premise and is seen as vast technological projects that cost an awful lot of money, take a lot of time, and typically don't work. So let me show you the tech landscape and what it looks like for procurement from a future result. This was the Deloitte Global CPO Survey of 2014. It's scary the amount of technology that people are going to invest in. If we look at the resources and the budgets that we have, there isn't enough to go around. From the Deloitte survey, it seems that spend analytics, contract management, and supplier relationship management are the key focuses of spend by major businesses in the coming years. It would be fantastic if all this could be in one place, and here at Roslin we do actually have that. Procurement should be easy. The good news is we already have the answer. It's all in the data. The critical components about your systems are e-sourcing, P2P, e-invoicing, e-auctions, analytics, e-commerce, contract management, SPM, risk management. It's no surprise that analytics sits at the heart of this, and that data encompasses all of it. Every project will need to start with a data point, and it's underpinning that variety of the data and why data is so important is what we're going to talk about today. Data is now the new oil. I'm sure you've heard this before and read this in many publications. We feel data is probably more valuable than oil. It feeds into and out of everything that you do. Without having the right data and the confidence in your data, you'll never achieve the initiatives that you want to do. It'll be impossible to run an e-sourcing project not knowing where to start, for example. So what are the technology challenges? According to the Deloitte survey, the three most important barriers to implementation were 66% cited data quality as a barrier, 40% noted that poorly integrated systems was a barrier, and 39% said missing skills an additional hurdle. This is not uncommon. As a company, we hear this nearly every day from everybody we talk to. So how do we overcome these new technical challenges? We need new technology. We want to show you today what technologies could do, why you should be using them, and why. And we feel that these will change your world. Here at Roslin, we do believe that data answers your questions. Supply chain data. How do I ensure my supply chain is as lean as possible? How will my organization's productivity be affected by a tightening of spending near the end of the financial year? How can I consolidate my supplier contract to deliver greater spend efficiency? If I looked at supply chain itself, how do I reduce inventory levels while improving customer service? How do I get products to market faster and more efficiently? How do I identify and monitor potential supply chain disruptions? That's just in supply data. But what about if we looked at employee data? What if we looked at finance data, customer data, product data? Are we buying the same product from many people at many different prices in many different countries, and just not amalgamating that data and understanding exactly where we're spending our money? What we're finding more and more is that companies have become disparate. Procurement teams are in different countries. There's local purchasing policies. Whilst it's all necessary, there is an absolute need to take this data into a single place and analyze that data to see where savings can be made, where supplier rationalization products can be attached, where we could invoice consolidation, purchasing card programs, or even product rationalization. Without taking this data into a single point, we really can't move forward with it. So we've invented the data factory. We think you need to have access to data, and you need to have the tools to improve your data. And I think you need these tools now. You need to have it on demand, instantly available, without to have to wait for your IT teams, who are very, very busy and will put your data needs to the back of the pile on many occasions. So we need to allow you to be empowered to have control of your data and have independence from IT. To turn the data into real information, you will need to take the data through a journey. The data factory is where raw data turns into actionable information. For this to happen, the data must go through a journey of transformation. Each stage in this journey is important. We've built technologies for these stages, which allow procurement teams to quickly get the right data for analysis faster and with fewer resources than ever before. So the 5 technologies you should be using today to supercharge your decisions. These really at the start of your journey, they support you the whole way, but you need to get a single view of your suppliers to deep forward-looking analysis and more. So the first stage you want to look at is automated data connectors. Data connectors are the means of extracting data from your source systems, such as SAP and Oracle. Most tools require huge amounts of IT effort. They take in experts, they take up valuable time, they take up many resources, and they're very expensive. We feel that when you need data for reporting and analysis, you need to be able to get that data as soon as possible without a wait. We have actually invented some tools that enable you to take data without the need for IT. So data is fragmented and in disparate areas across your organization, as we've already discussed. you need to quickly extract and integrate your sources into one database. Now, we do that by using what we call the data refinery. So that's taking the big data or the data lakes and bringing it out on the ground. By using rapid extract, we think you can reduce your data collection time by 70%. An intelligent data engine. So data is often incomplete or incorrect. You need a faster way to fix bad data, such as supplier addresses. So we'll do that via cleanse. So for those of you that know Roslyn, our tool is integrate, cleanse, and enrich. We like to call it ICE. You can shorten data preparation time by 86% by using auto-suggestions. Products such as Prism, which will look at many words and suggest potential classifications for you. Human-driven machine learning. Data is incorrectly classified. We see this all the time. We ask people and they say, yes, our data is classified. Well, is it correct? No, but it's all in the taxonomy somewhere. You need to be able to have real-time data classification that enables you to socially interact with your data to make those changes to impact your data to help you get to 100% correct. We're very fortunate in quite a few of our clients now have got their data to 100% categorized. We have put them in control of their data and they are now in control of their spending. Lower time spent on data classification by up to 89% by using human-driven classification. We recognize that machines can't do this on their own. They need human intervention. We need to use socially interactive data approaches to enable to constantly refine and improve the data. So data collection and tagging. Internal data only provides a fraction of the insight that you need. You want to add information on top of this. You need to enrich your data with things such as Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Pitney Bowes, your own Excel and Access databases. And if you reduce your time spent on enriching supplier data by 80%, maybe by collecting it via survey machines such as Rapid InTouch, or overlaying it with automated feeds from Pitney Bowes, Equifax, Experian, you're going to massively improve the value of your data. Interactive dashboards. It is important to be able to see your data in a way that's user-friendly and eye-appealing. You want to be able to take your data, turn it into reports that people will read, and is more interesting than looking at the hard data. So the historical views isn't enough. We need to help you look at your business problems. We need to help you understand your risks, understand the need to change. You need to be able to respond faster to unforeseen issues by up to 75% with all-in-one visibility. As a good example of this, we've recently sent out to all of our customers the impact of Grexit, the Greek exit, potentially what is their supplier risk. And by looking into their data, we've been able to show them where they can mitigate their risk by moving that supply chain to another country where they're already dealing, or look at the impact where they need to address this as a matter of urgency. We heard on the news this morning that there's a potential tsunami coming to Chile that may disrupt this manufacturing in the region. So we've enabled our suppliers and our customers to take that data, look at the risk map, and see what the possible impact could be for them and how they can mitigate it immediately, so that they can be proactive rather than reactive to disaster. So we feel that the data engine actually has the 5 cutting-edge technologies that every procurement team should be using to support their decision-making capabilities. We think the transition from procurement technology through to analytics is all in one platform. Now, Typically, when we talk to people, this will be 5 technologies. They will be dealing with system integrators. They'll be dealing with enrichment companies. They'll be dealing with cleansing companies. They'll be dealing with integration companies. And certainly, the fact that how to change their data, they'll be sending that off to somebody who will be doing that as an outsourced or offshored job for them as a third party. A very expensive thing to do, many connectors, many different contracts to maintain, and very highly cost inefficient. But by using this data factory, this is a very cost-effective way to challenge those 5 technologies in one place, seamlessly integrated in one format. So technology isn't the end to all your answers. It can help you. The 5 technologies I've shared with you today are a must-have for anyone serious about making smarter, faster decisions, ensuring that your data is accurate. So what happens when you use these technologies? The business value you're able to create is quick. So you can see here, the value of spend data isn't debatable. It's proven. It will deliver bottom line and top line business value to any business. This image here shows a quick and incremental value that spend analytics can help you deliver. Data, when using the right technology, is a game changer for every business. These technologies are available now, with more exciting technologies being delivered every day. A typical 8-week return on investment is normal for our customer base. Today we expect instant tools, we expect ease of use, just like an iPhone, and the Rapid platform is no different. It's a series of apps that you can use, not use, have on your dashboard, not have on your dashboard. Everyone's iPhone is different. There's no difference to the Rapid tools. So you shouldn't wait on others for answers. You should have the right tools on your dashboard to enable you to get the answers to the questions as you need them. So Rapid is a single destination for all of your data tools and knowledge. You can spin your own apps up here. We have customers that actually host independent data to us by spinning up an app on the platform. So today we've given you a brief overview of procurement technology, how we feel Rapid can help, how we can put you in control, and how we can deliver a huge return on investment in a very short period of time. What we'd like to do now is go through some of the questions that you've kindly posted while we've been talking, and see if we can answer them for you. So we're just going to open the question board. And the first question we have is, what is the most important technology? Well, my opinion is that data connectors are the most important. I think because without data, your analytics journey just can't start. And also, this is the biggest problem that are faced by anybody we speak to. Many clients will say to us, we have a data problem. And in fact, when we ask what the data problem is, it's normally we have a lot of data in disparate systems, in different countries, in different formats. Maybe there isn't a data problem, maybe there's an integration problem. So the first problem we'd like to answer and help all our clients with is integration and connecting their data to get it into a single place. Let's see if we have another question. It's quite a long question. I would like to ask a question about the kind of data that is extracted from SAP ERP systems by the Rapid platform. I guess it includes not just the purchase organization related master data, but also ready process transactional data, i.e. requisitioning, purchase order confirmation, shipping notifications, delivery notes, invoices and credit cards. A long question with a short answer. The answer is yes, we can extract any data. SAP in particular, we have an extraction studio that's based on an SAP GUI. That will enable you to put that agent on top of SAP. We're not asking you to go inside your firewalls and inside your system. But from there, we can pull the relevant tables required. And it isn't just about, at that point, it isn't just about spend analytics. We can pull invoice data, we can pull HR data, sales data, marketing data. Any particular data you want to take from the system can be taken out by the Extract Studio. We're a SAP certified partner, which means in confidence and securely, we can handle the data without damaging your system. There's also a part of that, I think, the real value comes from cleansing and enriching the data once you've taken it out. Another question we have is, does your spend analytics tool allow customers to benchmark prices spend with the competition and industry? Well, the short answer is, again, yes, there is a benchmarking facility, but it's not as easy as it sounds, because you have to get the agreement from other organizations to allow you to benchmark. We do have customers that benchmark. It's a very hot topic right now. Lots of people are looking to benchmark, and lots of people are collaborating on benchmark. Some companies where they might be heavy manufacturing, they'll be looking to benchmark indirect spend, where it's not mission critical for them. Are we spending too much on our workwear? Are we spending too much on our light bulbs? Can we maybe look at this and do some benchmarking? Yes, there is an app available, and yes, we can do it. And it is, again, all part of this data journey that we're on. Another question that's just been asked is a very interesting question. What differentiates your approach? I think the difference between Roslyn and other organizations is we empower decision makers with the tools to be in control of the data without the need for huge amounts of professional services, huge cost and time delay. We provide the apps, we provide the plumbing. So many companies come to us and use us because we're not intrusive. We don't want to sell hours of professional services. We don't want to body shop this. We purely want to allow the plumbing to allow your people, your teams, your professionals to manage the data, to socially interact with the data and derive business value from their own data. We have a very fast deployment system. It's web-based, it's cloud-hosted, it is secure. It's not an IT project. And massively quick return on investment, as we saw, companies returning their investment in 8 weeks. One more question we have. People talk about automated data classification. This isn't possible. I actually agree with you. It is not possible to have completely automated everything. Certainly, machine learning tools like Prism can help and can do most of the work, but you will always need human intervention. A really good example, if we just looked at cups, if a cup's got a logo on and we're using it in our organization, is that a corporate giveaway? Is it boardroom cups? Is it for special guests? Is it catering? Is it outsourced? Is it vending? All those answers are correct, but only the category manager in the organization will know which one is correct. And therefore, we need the humans to socially interact with the data. We need human intervention and the expertise that you have in your business to enable you to correctly classify your data and help on this what we call this continual journey of improvement. Another really good example is that we had this, a live example was Christmas trees. One of our customers seemed to spend an awful lot of money on Christmas trees, and they weren't that big an organization. They didn't have many offices, and they were a little bit concerned. But when this went back to the category managers, it actually turns out this is an oil company, and Christmas trees are an anchor that are used in plugging oil wells. Now, it's no surprise that this was wrongly classified just because of its wording. And without that human intervention, that expertise, the knowledge in your organisation, that would have been wrongly classified forever. We may have come to the end of the questions. So, any more questions posted in the next 2 or 3 seconds, we will wind this up, and thank you for your time. We would be delighted to hear from you. Please come to us via our website, via the marketing@rosinanalytics.com or info@analytics.com, and we thank you for your time and participation in today's event.